Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Mirror. I'm back with another video. In today's vid, we're going to be talking about a huge thing that you have to be able to do in order to be out there on the court, and that is to stay healthy. A lot of times, people don't realize and understand the magnitude of being able to be durable. People don't understand that in order for you to play as much as you want, you have to be able to stay healthy. And in order for you to stay healthy, you have to have a good recovery program. If you want to have good recovery, you need to make sure that you are doing the necessary things that's going to keep you on the court, keep you healthy, keep you to the point where you're at tip-top shape, or at least 90% of the time you're in tip-top shape. And that is stretching, eating correctly, drinking water, doing all the different exercises and the different warm downs that you do, or the cool downs that you do after practice, making sure that you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you're doing just everything that coaches tell you to do after practice, the things that might be boring, the things that might not be something that you want to do. And the reason why it's important for you to do that is because it's always, for everybody, long seasons, right? Obviously, the NBA is the longest season, but for you guys that's younger, it's important for you to know that you guys have long year-round seasons, right? Like, you're not just playing in high school games, you're playing in AAU games, you're playing in high school games, you're playing in pro-am games, you're playing in open gyms, you're playing all year long, and it's not a season. But for you, it's more of just you playing basketball literally all year, every day, or all year, pretty much every week. You're always playing basketball. So it's important for you to understand that you need to know and have a recovery routine when you are going to play basketball every day. Because yes, you're young. Yes, it doesn't really feel bad or anything. But one day, I promise you, it will. And it always seems to creep up on you when you never expect it. So for me to tell you right now, I'm not going through it yet because I'm only 22, but I do understand that one day my body will shut down too, where all the things I didn't do in terms of playing the sport, or recovering from the sport, or recovering from a sport correctly, can potentially catch up with me if I don't really muscle down and learn how to truly stretch and truly recover and truly eat the right things. And it's hard for us to do because we're young. Nobody really wants to eat the right things. Nobody really wants to do the things that you need to do. But it's imperative that you do it, because if you don't do it now, you will suffer later. If you want something, you have to go after it. If you want to be able to play on the court for however long you end up playing the sport, you need to make sure that you're healthy enough to play the sport. A lot of times we look at players and the playoffs and whatnot, and we think, like, why does most of the injuries start in the playoffs? And for these guys, they are in tip-top shape, and for sometimes you can't help injuries, but you have to also start to see a trend, a common trend for a lot of players who are very injury prone, and it usually comes out and shows in the playoffs. At some point in their careers, yes, some people are very unlucky, but for a lot of them, they're just not recovering the way that they should. They're not doing all the proper things that they should have done at an earlier age, right? They may be doing it all correct now, but at some point, sometimes it becomes too late. When you have such a rigorous schedule and all your life you haven't been doing something, once it is time that you're finally doing the correct things, it could possibly be too late for you. And I believe that's what happens for a lot of these guys, and especially once you get older, start hitting your 30s, it gets a lot harder for you to really recover. And we're talking about right now the top athletes in the world, the athletes in the best shape in the world. So if I'm referring to you right now, you're nowhere near those guys in terms of being in shape and having your bodies well versed, and making sure that you're eating all the right things, because they have people to actually make sure that they eat all the right things. So if you got guys who do all the quote-unquote right things and they still get hurt, what makes you think that you won't get hurt when you become their age? You won't get hurt at an earlier age. I'm here to tell you guys now, you will. So if you want to be out there on the court, if you want to be playing, if you want to do things that other guys don't do, You need to be able to be out there on the court, and that's doing the boring things and doing the things that you don't like to do in order to be there longer. So hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure that you guys are stretching, eating right, drinking your water, doing all the right things when it comes to recovery processes, because one day you will feel it. Thank you guys for watching once again. That's just from my eyes to yours. I'll see you on the next one.